Hey everybody, it's Jordan, Millionaire Millennial. I want to talk today about what I do on Amazon to make money. So, in previous videos I've talked about arbitrage and, well, I guess that's it so far. I want to talk today about private labeling, which is exactly what I do to make pretty good income on Amazon. Private labeling is buying a product from a supplier, typically overseas, typically in China, and having your own label, your own brand name put on the product and then selling it. For example, if I wanted to sell like microfiber cloths, right? I could take this microfiber cloth, it's just very basic blank microfiber cloth. I could put my brand name on it, you know, Jordan Kilburn's microfiber cloth, I don't know, whatever brand name you want to come up with, and that's the beauty of it. You can make your own brand name and it can be whatever you want it to be, and then you just import these from, you know, overseas, and you sell them on Amazon as your brand name. And so what I'm going to do in this video is kind of go through the process of finding a product that you think will sell really well. And I'm going to just go ahead and jump in my computer right here, right now, and we're going to get started on that. So the program that you see right here is called Jungle Scout. Now, I didn't use Jungle Scout when I first started Amazon because I don't even think it was around back then. Maybe it was, I just didn't ever see it. This program makes researching so much easier. Like, I can't even explain how much easier it makes it. So this product is paid, it's $30 a month, but what I do anyways is buy it for a month and then, you know, do a bunch of research and then cancel it. So it ends up only costing like $30 to find a bunch of cool products. So let me show you how to use this program, because this is exactly what I do to find great products that I sell today. So in the category section, well, I guess marketplace, we want to sell in the USA. Now you can sell in Canada and you can sell in other countries in Europe. Okay, and you could sell in Mexico if you really wanted to. UK is pretty hot. As far as sales, not nearly as big as US, so I'm going to stick with US for now. As far as categories, there's a lot of categories that are what is called gated. They're restricted, you're not allowed to sell in them, and I've unselected all the categories that I don't sell in. Doesn't mean they're necessarily restricted, like toys and games is not restricted, you can sell in toys and games, so I guess we could include that. You can sell in pet supplies, but pet supplies are very Pet supplies are very competitive, so I don't usually like to sell in there. And that's just, you know, that's just something that you learn whenever you're playing the game. Price points. So this is the price that we want to sell our product for. So I like between $20 and $50. We'll actually lower this down to $19, so we can get all those products that are like $19.99, $19.90, $19.95. So basically $20, but they're not actually at $20 exactly. So $50 is the max, because I don't want to sell super expensive things, because if you're selling something that's, you know, $100, people are actually going to sit and they're going to like compare every single option. They're going to like really go at it. So we really, you know, it's harder to sell something that's more expensive basically. I leave pretty much everything else blank except for estimated revenue. So if you want to make $1,000 a month of profit from one product, you need to sell usually around $3,000, because a third of your sales will go to Amazon in the form of like fees and fulfillment and shipping and everything like that. Another third will typically go to the cost that you paid to buy the goods. Sometimes it's less than that. You know, I have certain products where I actually get 40, 50, sometimes even 60% of the sales. But, you know, if we want to, you know, go with a good estimate, $3,000 to make $1,000. So basically 3 times your desired net income will be roughly the amount of sales that you want to do. And we don't need a max, because the more money the better, right? And then here comes probably the most important part, is reviews. Reviews are directly correlated with the amount of competition that a certain product has, as well as the lifespan of a product. You know, every product will have a lifespan. It'll be launched, it'll be new, it'll grow, and then it'll peak, and then it'll die off. So we want products that are still young, that are still kind of picking up velocity. So for that reason, I like to go with a very small amount of reviews, less than 50. Some people say less than 75, less than 100. I like less than 50. You can kind of experiment around and see if you find any good products with more reviews than 50 that you think you get into. But I'll show you in this video why reviews are important in a second. So rating doesn't matter. Weight can matter. You know, I don't want things that are super heavy, because when you're trying to import stuff from China, shipping is very expensive for heavy items. So let's say max of 2 pounds. All right. You could leave this thing blank and just ship it via like ocean freighter or something, and it'll be a lot cheaper than air shipping. Number of sellers really doesn't matter. Listing quality has to do with the amount of like pictures and bullet points that a listing uses. So if we find a product that is, you know, 3,000 in revenue and then has less than 50 reviews, and the listing quality is really poor, we can easily break into there and just sell a product of the same variety, but we make a really, really good listing. So we have high quality pictures, you know, fill out all the bullet points, full description, HTML and everything like that. So, you know, let's put in a listing quality maybe like 75. So this is based on 0 to 100. So at this point we can go to product tier. I don't like to sell oversized stuff. I actually do sell oversized stuff, and it's a pain, so I wouldn't recommend doing it, especially for your first product. We don't really want to mess with Amazon stuff. Fulfilled by Amazon and fulfilled by merchant, you can check both of those. You can search for keywords, sure, and these are negative keywords, so anything that includes these keywords we're not going to include. I just have all these in here because I don't want to sell clothes, and clothes keep popping up even though I have clothing category unchecked, so I just discluded all of those. So when we click search, it'll drop us down. And as you can see, we have 7,157 results. So there's a lot of products that we can look at. And we can narrow this down, of course, by changing these parameters. Maybe say, okay, let's make this only 30 or whatever. Then it'll narrow these down. You'll have less results, less things to go through. And you can download this as an Excel spreadsheet if you want to go through it that way. I just start scrolling, basically. I put in all my things and I just start scrolling. So I was actually did this a second ago, and I found a product on here that was in this criteria, and it's this here. So this is a hammock cover. So basically you set up a hammock underneath it, and then you put it over it so it can rain and you won't get wet if you're in your hammock. So you know, pretty nice product. Sells for $30. This is actually one of the cheaper ones. So once you find a product like this that, you know, from Jungle Scout, one of these, and you think you could sell it, then you go to the Amazon page, right? And you want to look for its main keyword. So its main keyword is going to be probably like what it is, right? So this is a hammock cover, you know, hammock, tarp, cover, tent. You know, they fill the title with a bunch of keywords, which is typically what you do. So let's just go ahead and search Amazon for hammock cover. And I spelled it wrong, didn't I? Yeah, it's hammock cover. And looking here, you know, we've got price point of 23 to 63, 60. Here's the one that we saw, right? 31. I don't know what this is. This is kind of silly that it's $107 and it's just a piece of fabric. You know, $25, $60. This isn't even the same product. This is in pet supplies, not even the same product. So let's I guess let's narrow this down into sports and outdoors, right? Because it's a hammock cover, it's going to be in sports and outdoors, to get rid of all those ones that aren't what we're looking at. So now pretty much everything on this front page is a hammock cover, right? We even got these weird ones that've got a bug net, and then yeah. So at this point, what you want to do is you want to gauge the competition and make sure there's enough sales that you can come into this space and get sales for yourself. So now what we can do is we can use a tool that basically is going to show all of these listings in a really nice organized way so that we can easily judge whether or not we want to sell it or not. Now when I first started, this tool wasn't around. I recently got it and it's changed the way I do everything. It is Jungle Scout still, but they have a Chrome extension. It's a one-time pay, so it's not like a monthly thing, and it's kind of pricey. I think it was like $100, but you only have to pay it once, and it does all of this, which is really great because we can see basically everything about everything on this page. We can even extract the next page, which I usually like to do, so we get 2 pages worth of data. So our average price for this product is $40. Our average number of views is 130, or actually 220. And then our average sales is 357, and this is monthly sales. So that's pretty good. So 357 sales per month is definitely a good point to hit, because it's probably several $1,000s worth of product. So what we can do is let's sort by number of reviews. And so this one right here, not the same product, so we can actually exclude it by clicking this little X. This is also a hammock. It's not a hammock cover. We'll exclude it. That's a paracord thing. This is tree straps. This is definitely part of our product. You know, this is a backpack. You can kind of go through all these if you really wanted to and kind of exclude them. But I just wanted to exclude the top ones because I want to show you that yes, there are a few that have more than 100 reviews, more than 50. But if you look down here, there's a lot of products down here that are doing several $1,000s in sales every month that have less than 50 reviews. So we could easily walk in and kind of jump into this product. So here's one a lot like the one that we found on Jungle Scout. This one's a lot like it, same price point, selling 500 units a month, and that's $15,000 in sales, which would probably be something like $5,000 or $6,000, maybe even $7,000 profit just on this one product. So you know, there's a lot of opportunity here. So let's just look at this one. All right, so this one sells for $55. It's just the cover. It doesn't include the hammock. So this is a tarp and some rope, and it's crazy that it's selling for $56. So you know, I think this is a good product. I might end up selling this product actually. So these are hammock covers, so they're not actually hammocks. And it shows this guy in here. That's actually photoshopped, but it's just the hammock cover, right? So now what we want to do is we want to see how much money can we make from this product, really. You know, how much can we buy it for? So we head over to Alibaba, right? Alibaba.com, and we just type in the search bar hammock cover. That's all I did, and this is one of the first results right here. It's just super basic. I know these are ugly pictures, but we're gonna take our own pictures when we get the product. You know, super simple. Just it's the same thing as this. And the thing with Alibaba is they can make them different colors. So if you don't like the green, let's do it in black. Let's do it in blue. Whatever color you could possibly want. So here's their price point. They say between $8 and $15. The more you order, the cheaper it is. It's typically how it goes. So if we want to order, say 100, we could probably pay, you know, maybe $800, you know, for 100 of them. So, you know, not even $1,000 will get us in the door here. We could even buy less than that. We could buy 20 of them for $15 just to like test the market and make sure that they will sell. You know, if you don't want to take a lot of risk. I understand. That's what I did. I didn't order a huge amount for my first order. I ordered a little bit. So, you know, we could do that. We could order just 10, 20, 30 of them. But let's see how much money you would make per unit. So here's the FBA calculator for Amazon. It's a Chrome extension that I use. Let's say we end up paying $15 per unit, which was that max price. We are still making $28 in profit. That's really good, actually. You know, so that's almost a 200% return on investment. If we get them for cheaper, say $12, then that is over 200% return on your investment, which is actually really crazy. So this is actually a pretty good product. It's lightweight, not super lightweight, but it's almost under a pound. So shipping wouldn't be too expensive. We could probably actually land it shipped in the United States for probably around, you know, maybe $17. At that point, we're looking at $26 profit. It's really good, and that's if we sell it at $55. So there was another one, right, that was selling for like, you know, $30. Let's say we come in at $35, and we're still paying that $17. Well, we're making $9 per unit, which is still decent, right? it's not a full 100% return, but let's say we can get that price down to 12, then it is. So you kind of want to focus really on trying to get your cost price down and the cost of shipping down whenever you're buying a product. So if we can get this, you know, here in the United States for like $12 and we can sell it for $35, we're making 100% return on this product. So it's really that would be a pretty good product, and you know, say this is something that something, like I said, something that I might sell. So I mean, and that's really the gist of it. You know, you have to contact a supplier, you have to negotiate prices, you have to, you know, there's more that goes into it. But this is, like I said, this is an overview of what I do on Amazon to make money. So you know, I'm going to cut the video off here because I'm probably running over time for sure, because this is kind of lengthy. But I'm going to be back in a week or less with another video. We're going to probably dive into actually how to contact manufacturers and negotiate with them, because negotiations with, you know, people that speak another language, they can get kind of complicated. So we're going to go into that and kind of just talk about, you know, how to negotiate the best price for you and for them. And then probably talk about importing as far as, you know, what you need you know, legally and stuff like that. But yeah, that's it for this video. If you thought this was helpful, you know, drop a comment. I'll be happy to answer any questions you guys might have. You know, add me on Snap, add me on Insta, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.